The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dancing past him. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's 16 yards on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's tackled for no gain.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Goff to the air now. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And the Lions have a first down. Putting the tight end in motion. First down throw from Goff. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. It's on target to Williams. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And this one doesn't go far. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, there's another one to Williams. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Detroit.
Here we go.
Design quarterback run here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Complete on the option. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Like 20. Well, you won. We go 76. What's that?
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Carlson's kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Yes, it's 3, not 6, but to come away with anything on the first drive in the postseason on the road, that's a great start and a tough thing to do.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Cowboy 80. Panther 11. 13. 5 years.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Cup 19. Steady.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Cougar 9. Shot 60. Shot 60.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Sends this to the end zone. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. Jeez, you couldn't start any better.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. The Commanders have an early lead. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another one for Gibbs. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for Detroit, 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's held it just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Goff. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Quick slant, that's Williams. And they bring him down around the 34.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Wow, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Goff now on 3rd down. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
65. Panthers 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Daniels now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Ready.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Hot quick right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 14, Lions 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. I'll send him over right. Shotgun snap here to go. He connects with his bat deep down the middle. And he takes it down to the 33. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Taken in by Williams outright. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take the lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Daniels now on first down. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Daniels. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly, but the catch moves into the 48. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
18, tied in. 19, Lions.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Throwing this for the end zone. He's got it in the end zone, but he can't get the feet down. Oh, that throw just took him a little bit too far, Brock. That's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
One final shot before the half. He's looking deep once again. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing now. Daniels. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
19 tight. 70 range.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Oh, he put everything he had into that That's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty.
60 Maverick. Let's go. 60 by 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
On first down, here's Daniels. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Daniels is going to throw again. It is cut left side. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
First down.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
He finds him right side. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
The score. Commanders 21. Lions 17.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Goff to the air now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll come up on first and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And moving that near the line to limit the game to a yard. Is Andre Sisco holding down there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Goff on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack. The Lions readying for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Ready? 6.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
To the air again, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Oh, he spins right by him. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And look at this. 9 yards on a nice first down run.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Back-to-back carries here. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Lions football. Their season down to its final quarter if they can't erase this deficit. Here's the give on third and short. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And the Lions have a first down. We've set it downs for them from the 31.
First down, Lions.
Goff on first and 10. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Come on. Nice.
Here's Daniels. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Daniels. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offensive line fast.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, ETN gets it. On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a fourth quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 28, Lions 24.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
We've set it downs from 37. On 1st down, it's gone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 3rd and short.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Goff back to throw. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
From the red zone now. Yet another grab for Williams. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
Okay, you see how effective these crossing routes are. It's kind of like that point guard delivering to a big man. Once he feels that presence, once he sees a little bit of space, and he trusts the guy on the other end, well, it's almost automatic.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun, Goff. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. And that's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
That's good for our Lions. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Let the journey begin.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders down by only 3. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Firing quickly out wide. Daniels. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock. This one loses yards.
It's now 3rd and 10.
18, go.
Throwing now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down.
Viking 18.
He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. He gets loose down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders have taken the lead late. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Commanders 31. Lions 31.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
It's got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Hold on.
He'll look to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10.
We go tonight. 20. 76. 76. Hey, 5.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Trying to push deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Hold on. Check.
The 9-yard line.
Setting up to pass. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Hold on. Check. What's that?
Again, Goff. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And they cashed in when it really mattered.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
35-yard line.
Ready, set.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
Brings up second and
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Tag, 7 Pirates, Cowboy 80, 18 Dragon 6, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go!
Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Has it down close. And he's taken down. They got to him on his way to 6. No time left on the clock, partner. That defensive effort right there is going to win them this game. So what a way to get them the win here, Brock. A touchdown-saving tackle just before the goal line. It doesn't get any closer than that. Defenders coming over to celebrate.